can't help it. If I need her, if I want her. It's really not my fault at all. I just had to see her smile.
Oh, right, teenagers.
Yes. General hanging out with teenagers, having fun.
I mean, it's what teenagers do. We were kind of representing our own social group, which is quite easy, you know, just a normal group of teenagers hanging out, but kind of the stalker's obsession is like as normal as they can be. There's not normality in it. But I mean, the thing with the stalker is we kept him very ambiguous, so you can't think, oh, he's stalking her because he's part of this social group because he's a goth.
Yeah.
You know, he's obviously stalking her because he's a cat.
Yeah, clearly very stereotypical kind of teenage goth characters.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, some of us, not all of us. But yeah, it's just like a way to kind of, we're not trying to judge about our own social group or anything. We're not trying to show teenagers in a particular light. It was very just sort of a group of friends hanging out for a day.
Yeah.
With Georgie's band.
Opening to a shit film. What's the film called? Smile. We're going to use like Polaroids and have
Mine's called What Is Love?
Cool. Yeah, but we had to do a thriller.
Us?
Well, we've kept it quite open. We've made it so it wouldn't have to be made in 18 or anything, which means if we could make it so it would get a 15 certificate, and you know, with a video release or DVD release or something, then it could come out quite well because we've kept the audience quite wide and not made it sort of disgusting and gory, so it would like be banned in the southern states of America or whatever.
Yeah, but obviously because of like the blood stroking bit and like generally being a stalker and stuff, I just think it'd probably be a 15.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we've still kept it quite open with our audience, though obviously it is aimed at a more mature audience who aren't going to be like, oh, ha 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 ha, or a stalker giggle.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it is kind of supposed to be quite psychological.
I think by representing themselves and not in a horrible way or not in a specific way, then I think it addresses them quite well, and that would attract them because they wouldn't feel judged or...
It's also the way the piece kind of goes along is very mysterious at the start, but the voiceover kind of gives it like some kind of narrative logic. So like you can tell that there is a story behind all this stuff. It's not just random shots of people hanging out and random shots of a corkboard and random shots of a guy taking a photograph. But I think the voiceover tying it together is what kind of could attract the audience because they want to see more of it and actually they know that it's...
Because there is so many enigmas in it and stuff.
They want to find out who the stalker is and why she's being stalked and a lot of it, but we don't make it so mysterious that it's just irritating and you can't be bothered to watch the rest of the film.
Yeah.
I think we kind of stuck to a lot of conventions of thriller in it. We tried using like a kind of tracking shot of someone walking along to look very mysterious, like you don't know who it is walking. Unfortunately, it didn't work out too well.
We do.
Okay, I think you're going
No, because he's meant to be with the rest of the group of friends. Walk, people.
Where?
Yeah, because it was all like handheld and really shaky.
Well, it was
so
sort
you
of
feel really sick when you watch
trying to film it as he was walking along while walking backwards through muddy Nelson Park in heels. It didn't really work.
Yeah, so
we took that out.
Yeah, so we replaced it with just
him writing and
but we're still using the idea of concealment. So
you still you don't see who it is. It's just
you just see his hand. And like before you just saw his feet when you were walking, so it's like,
mysterious, and it's how you don't see his face as well. You've sort of got the convention of like having narrative enigmas there, and you don't see who the stalker is when you see him sort of pick up a camera and take a photo or anything.
Yeah. We've also got extreme close-ups, haven't we, when he's taking the camera?
Yeah, big extreme close-up of him, which is kind of sticking with that whole mystery thing.
Yeah.
This really dingy sort of low-key lighting in the garage for that scene because it's just like a really skanky place.
Yeah, and in that scene we've also got when you're lying on the floor, we've got really like on edge angles.
Yeah,
the audience on edge.
We're trying to keep the audience on edge with our acting.
Please, point of view shots.
Oh, yeah.
You do, when you're lying on the floor, that's his point of view, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we've got like a point of view shot from him of me lying on the floor, and we've got my point of view looking up. Yeah, we were complete and total beginners to this, and if you sort of watch our preliminary task where it's all really, I think actually we did film that just over there and here, but it's all at a bit of a weird angle and the lighting's messed up because we've got a window behind us. You can see we've learned a lot since. We've learned a lot about editing, because I mean it took us like 3 days just to do our preliminary task, which is about half a minute long.
Yeah.
I mean, we've also learned sort of to be careful about how everything looks before you start filming something.
Continuity. Oh my god.
Yes, the evils of continuity editing and actually trying to stick to continuity.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we almost had to refilm a large part of it, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah. And I think we've learnt to shoot more than we need.
But we've also learned to not make things too complicated for ourselves. Like we wanted to show her opening the door and then her walking in and that on its own to cover.
Yeah.
If there's a simpler way to do something that will look just as effective, we will do that. Yes. Otherwise you just spend ages filming.
Learn that simple music works just fine.
And we also learned not to let Georgie onto GarageBand near the sound effects because we got a bit carried away.
Yeah, with creaking doors.
There's a creaking door, there is a thunder roll.
Yeah, no, definitely. And like, we've learned how to use the cameras.
Yeah, we've learned.
It's literally started from scratch.
We've completely had to learn how to do this whole thing. Since
and like editing and everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had about
we
probably had gotten together about an hour's worth of footage for a piece of film that's less than 2 minutes long.
Yeah.
I mean, so we've really got to learn a lot more about the technology since then. I mean, the first few bits of us editing were awful, and you can see that from the tracking shots we got. And
yeah.
A few really bad shots when we were all hanging out on Nathan Park. There is one that's just someone's back without pulling her jeans up for about 5 minutes.
No. Then we won't burn down Nathan Park.
So yeah, it's been a very educational experience for us. Sort of learning from scratch how to do everything that we can, and then learning like the conventions of the whole genre, and not just learning all the technological stuff, but then learning how to apply that to a particular thing.
Well, you can get like those.
I mean, could it be done? It could easily be done as a cinema release. I mean,
it could be if we continue to make the whole film. It could be a cinema release
easily,
but
I think
mostly you get like for talent and stuff like that.
Yeah, sort of.
You get your sort of student talent.
The Thirsties.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
YouTube. Oh yeah, YouTube. I mean, I think we could make it big on YouTube with this.
Me going rock and roll.
Yeah, I think we can rock and roll with this on YouTube. I think this is going to be our big break bit. I mean, we're not set, but we're pretty sure.
Yes. BAFTAs.
Yes. We miss those.
Miso, fighting in the dojo. Miso.
Oriental
French
yeah.
soup. That was awesome.
That was immense. I think we do some crimping now.
Do you want to macarena?
He's macarena.
Let's have a crimp up.
Go on,
I can't crimp.
hey!
It's not very cool. That was really a crimp off.
Bye-bye.
Are we done?